All right. Welcome, everyone, to another episode of the Let's Talk Photography podcast. Thank you, everyone, for coming on in and for watching live, and for those who may watch this on the replay. Okay. So, this topic kind of hit me hard that you saw in the title, right? I want to discuss this week about social media and photography. Is it worth it for photographers anymore, or at least this year, right? I want to really dive into that and kind of, dissect it. Um, the impact of social media, positive and negative, for photographers, and how much energy should we be devoting to social media versus our craft, right? Because um, it seems like it's hard to understand which one we need to concentrate more on. So, with all that said, that's what we're going to talk about. Definitely get your questions ready. I want to hear your input, and let's get this party started. Okay, so let me first go over to the comments and make sure the comments are showing. Hey, Malcolm, good to see you. Yeah, I'm glad you're in. You're a little early. Usually, I expect you like about 6 o'clock ish or so. So good to see you in here. And um, oh, you're officially cameraless. OMG! Wow. Okay, so you must have sold them all. Dang. Wow. So did you are you on your iPad right now? What are you on right now? Your laptop? Jeez. Goodness. Okay. That's incredible. All right. Well, there we go. That's one heck of a way to start this show. Um, you know, honestly, I want to wait a hot second to get some people in here before we really get into things. And let's see what's in the wild world of camera news. Is there anything really like that amazing going on? Just a couple of things. Nothing really. Nothing really. I have been hearing a lot of talk lately from myself and other people who stream. Oh, okay, Malcolm, you're on your iPhone. Dang, that's what's up. That sometimes it's like that. Hey, King Kruk, good to see you. New school, Rob. Yeah. Hey, King Kruk, it's good to see you, man. This week is a little interesting. Okay. So and this topic came about because honestly, I've been feeling a little anxiety. And for those that don't know, that does happen. I think it happens to more of us creators than we care to imagine. And the pressure from anxiety, getting from pressure, or not feeling like you're pushing hard enough, or you're not being noticed enough, or whatever it is for you, right? I think it comes with the territory for sure, if we want to admit. And I'll admit that. And I was feeling a lot of anxiety earlier this week, looking through my YouTube channel and like, what can I do better? What am I not doing enough of? What areas of improvement that I can really attack this year? And my goal so far, I'm achieving one of my personal goals for this channel was to post one video, whether it be vertical or horizontal, right? Long form or short form, a day, one video a day. And I have been keeping that goal going so far. So I'm really happy about that. But then I also start to really dig into things. And like, as I've been concentrating on YouTube, I've been actually realizing, like, wow, there's so many things I actually don't need to waste my time with, because ultimately my goal is sharing with all of you, connecting with all of you, and creating content that I believe is more valuable for all of you out there, or at least be entertained, right? And guess what? I don't get that same feeling from, quite honestly, any other platform. I really don't. YouTube, Instagram, nope. Let me get my buzzer out here. Okay. Let me get my buzzer. Where's my buzzer? All right. Do I get it from Instagram? Nope. Do I get it from Facebook? Definitely. Nope. Do I get it from Twitter or X? Nope. Do I get it from Threads? Nope. Exactly. The only time I feel like my time is very well spent is right on this platform right here. Okay. I think part of it is because well, I see the same people who log it in. Like I may not have a gazillion people on my live stream, but I get a regular core group, and that gets me pumped. Okay. Cause today I was having a rough day. I almost was like, I don't know if I really want to do this today. And gosh, I had a lot of stuff going on. My mother's not feeling the best, and I got to help her and get to the hospital and do all these things. And I'm just so drained. And but when I see my core folks, my regulars, my diehards that have been in this trenches with me, support me when I had like 3 people on my stream, like that gets me going. And I don't get that same feeling from any other platform. I tried Twitch, I tried everything, but YouTube is the best place for me. I'll be quite honest. So earlier this week, I deleted my X account. Absolutely, completely deleted the account. I deleted the Twitter. No more Twitter for me. It's such a toxic place. That is not a place I find to be inspired or finding cool little tips and tricks and whatnot. Absolutely not. I deleted it and I haven't even missed it. That lets me know how much time I've wasted posting, sharing on an app that ultimately I wouldn't miss if it disappeared. I mean, wow, that is crazy. But that's what I learned. I deleted it last weekend, and I'm absolutely so happy to not log on and see a feed that is, even though as much as I tried to curate it, has been so fucking toxic, man. It's been so toxic. It just like wants you to hate other people. It just wants you to hate life, hate everything, and find a reason to blame people for shit. And I'm so glad I got rid of that, and I'm about to get. I feel like I need to get rid of Threads soon too. Can't get rid of the stupid Instagram. That's like number 2, and number 3 would be Facebook. In terms of importance, you got YouTube, Instagram, Facebook just by default, and plus I have so many connections, and I'm an older guy. So guess what? Some of us are still on there. But I'm not on there as much as I used to be. Like I try not to look at the feed. What is it? Is that like just a general feed? Because that's where you get sucked into the rabbit hole of mind dumbingness content, and like no matter how much I tried to only be interested in certain content, like the same kind of like they still squeeze in bullshit though. They still squeeze in bullshit and women with shorts on that go all the way up their crack. It's just a ridiculous mess, and it has nothing to do with inspiring me or wanting to connect or wanting to network or wanting to build or anything. And originally, I think that was the awesome, case for social media was like a connection, right? I don't get any of that. I get it here though. Like streaming, believe it or not, everybody, let me hip you to the game of this good old streaming. Streaming as a business for me, out of all the content that I make and I post, like I make the least on streaming. I reach the least amount of people with these streams, right? But it costs me the most to stream. It costs me for StreamYard, all my gear here, these sound effects, like the mic and everything. It costs the most to do, and I earn the least. Okay, so I just want to put that out there. And but here's the justification. Here's the big reward: is that I get to connect with all of you out there on a weekly basis, like check in. I want to hear, Malcolm, that you are now cameraless. Like I wouldn't find these cool things out unless I do a live stream. And I'm able to tap in with you. You could tap in with me. We could BS, complain about lenses and cameras. I like that because I don't get that as much as you may think I do when I'm off my stream. And when I'm off my stream, I'm like in my little space. I create content. I'm thinking about what would be cool and how can I present it to all of you. And yeah, I don't get that as much. I don't get out as much around other photographers. So this is my time. So that money that I spend to put this on is so worth it to me. And so let me land the plane, or let me digress rather. Social media was founded on that kind of connection, right? Instagram was that photography connection, right? Post your best work, all that good stuff. And we all know where that went. And everybody else pretty much followed. Well, followed really TikTok, right? When TikTok really blew up during the lockdown and everything else, post pandemic, everybody just went lockstep to that business model. And we were sacrificial lambs because honestly, it was us creatives who really blew up a lot of these platforms who made it popular. Hey, go post your picture, go blah, 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 blah. And it was like you could actually get noticed a bit easier and everything else. So we'll talk about that in a second. And then when I deleted my X account earlier, I said to myself, what I asked myself that same question. Heck, I asked my girlfriend. I said, "What is so like? Is social media really worth it? Like, is it really benefiting me as a photographer?" Now, when I say that, like me, I actually look for clients to get work. I do use it to promote my work, everything else. But my very best work is on my website. Like, if you want to see my best work, you go to my website. My recent work is on Instagram, right? But even still, I'm just not motivated to post as much anymore. I think I post maybe like, I don't know, 3 or 4 times a week, every other day or something. I don't even care. It used to really be personal, like, oh my God, I gotta hurry up and post. I don't even, it's like whatever. If you want to unfollow, I don't care. I really don't care about the Instagram thing. And it's funny because yesterday Cam Mackey posted he did a live stream talking about like the future of creators is like authenticity, and I watched the whole thing, believe it or not. And um and I was like, yeah, I couldn't agree more, quite honestly. It's like, where's the space as creatives? Like, being creative is about being authentic to yourself, first of all, right? Trying to find that true voice, that your eye in photography, right? And then after that, then you're trying to like, I hope, at least me, I'm trying to share it to the world. I'm trying to show it to you. And if you're interested, subscribe. And social media has really blinded us. It's not all of us, but some of us, to like, to forget that mission, that the important part is the I in photography. It's my expression, my approach, right? Something that AI can't replicate. It could try, but it can't replicate very easy. And I think YouTube is the number one platform to be able to express that freely. There's so many creatives I've watched, from a few hundred subs to someone as big as like Photo Miyake or Jared Poland or Cam Mackey, as I just mentioned. And they're all super unique and different. I could watch the same review or talk about the same, see them talk about the same topic, and it's such a unique approach. Then that's what draws me in, and that's what I start to say, like, maybe that's why I enjoy uh, creating and sharing on this platform, because for that same reason. And um, social media, quote unquote, isn't really built for that anymore, right? Um, yeah, I just don't see it being built for. I don't see it existing for that. But in the future, I really do. I mean, I have to agree with his. I do have to agree with his live stream, that is the future. It's like, how do we rebut? How do we give a rebuttal to all this AI generated content? And trust me, I'm guilty as charged. I use AI all the time for ideation, pre-production, and to maybe create a little graphic or something. But how do we rebuttal that? Well, we just be ourselves. Isn't that something? The answer to any sort of question, or how do we respond to AI, is just be yourself, right? Like, that's so crazy that that's such a simple answer to such a technical problem. It's just be yourself. It's just that simple. And for me, quite honestly, YouTube is the number one place I feel most comfortable, most natural, and a place where I can have some camaraderie to be myself, and I hope you all can be that with me as well. So I don't know. I know I'm going on like a long ranty rant, but this kind of reason. This is the question I'm asking myself. I would love to hear from all of you. Let's go ahead. Before I go ahead and check out these comments, make sure you go ahead and smash that like, share, subscribe, and yes, hit the bell so that you get notifications for upcoming content. Because believe it or not, the algorithm's always working against you. Okay, it doesn't want to show you what you want to see. So with that said, the bell icon is going to help you to make sure that you get notified when I post a new video or go live. All right. I have a couple of photo shoots during this coming weekend, and I am going to go live. So if you want to, be notified, you got to press that bell. All right. The other thing is, of course, I already see the chat's blown up. I really appreciate that. And if you have any opinions, comments, concerns, post them in that chat right now. And the number one way to support this channel, okay, besides subscribing, that's always important, liking the video, is become a member. All right. My memberships are only like $2.99 or $3.99, something cheap. All right. Cheaper than a coffee, I'll tell you that. Whoops. And it really does help out a lot. It really does, because I literally reinvested into the quality of my streams and the content that I bring to all of you. All right. Let's see here. Let's get to the comments and then we'll get right back into the topic. Boy. Oh, shoot. Look at here. We got Roy Bigsby in the house with a $20 holla. Oh, my goodness. Thank you very much, Roy. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. My one of my loyalist subs from down under. Really appreciate it, man. I really do. You wouldn't believe it. I think you would, but but thank you so much, Roy. We got King Kruk in the house. What's good? New School Rob. Yes, sir. And thank you again, Roy and Manila Martin. We have hello for the Philippines. And then we have Shar Ray M1K says these days is being stressed out. Absolutely. Better to vacation at the International Space Station to get away from all this crap. You better believe it, man. I'm telling you, that's how I feel. Seriously. Like it is here's like one of my, how can I say, objectives for this year. Simplification, my life, those around me, how I approach my creative craft. I want to stay inspired, right? What if it doesn't help me stay inspired, if my company that I keep doesn't help me stay inspired, if the activities I do, my hobbies doesn't help me stay inspired, I don't want anything to do with it. Like life is short, it's quick. This is truly a gift, and I don't want to waste any of it with being negative, because I could do that on my own quite well, and I'm trying to really cut back on negativity. You know what I mean? So Malcolm, I would go get the A7 V, but my Best Buy doesn't stack it yet. I would go buy A7R5. There's another brand that looks that's like called Nicaron or something, but it's a lot of I see what you're saying there, Malcolm. Okay. Hey, that ZR, I'm not gonna lie, I keep seeing everybody's video about the ZR, and it's got me thinking so much. Oh, all right, but I have bigger things to do this year. That ZR is looking really, really nice. We got Mark Man in the house. All right, brother. Just tapping in to say what's up and keep it up. Thank you very much, brother. And I appreciate your support. Mark Man's been a long time, I'm so sorry, member of this channel for at least a year now. We got Drunk with a Photographer, Mushi, my man. Whoops, not that one. Let's go to this one. And then Oh, he said I deleted Facebook a few weeks ago. I'm only on Instagram now. Now it's Messenger for me. You know what? And I mean, if it wasn't for a lot of people my age that are still on Facebook that I could connect with, I wouldn't really be on Facebook a whole lot. So I just post and just kind of leave it. I think the next on the chopping block is Threads for me. I just don't see any ROI on it, I don't see any return on the time I spend posting on it and what I get back. Um, I don't get gigs from Threads or anything. So I think that's the next thing on the chopping block. Really is, for me at least. Manila Martin says, I stay off Twitter. I also prefer running a B2B with just one client. My assistants are trying to do retail work. They are running themselves ragged. Exactly. See, that's the thing. Like simplification, man. Like simplify. I used to laugh at people that like kind of had that ideology, hippie esque, like simplify, man. Like don't stress yourself out. Like I get it. We all have bills, we have responsibilities, but like sometimes we go too excessive, especially here in America. Like we go excessive with the overworking, the over worrying, and it'll kill you sooner than you want to be done with this thing called life. So screw that. Um, oh, okay. Drunk Wedding Photographer says, I'm on Discord too, but it's only for my SEO group. That's what's up. See, anything that's productive, I'm all for it. Malcolm Walker says, so did you move out of Cali yet? No, I will be moving in April. Okay. April is the moving truck and all that jazz. Okay. So, and I can't wait. I can't wait. Something happened today, and I said, "Oh man, I can't wait to get the heck up out of here." And I love the weather. It's awesome place, but boy, I just have like if I leave my place, I like have anxiety automatically on how expensive things are, and what do you get back in return for all this expensiveness? Usually when you buy something luxurious, you see where the money is. You see why you spent that when why it costs that much. But it's harder for me to justify and still want to be a creative in the way that I want to be a creative. So you see, like usually I'm drinking something with some caffeine. Today I'm drinking some tea. I'm drinking tea. I'm trying to calm down. That's it. Tea, some lemon, and whatever else she put in here. I want to calm down. Okay. Get back to the roots. I want to do more studio portrait work. If you guys didn't see that picture I posted recently on my community tab, I want to get back to doing studio work. I'm really itching for it. So that's like the first thing I want to get into when I do move is a lot of studio portrait work. I found the studio I think I want to use until I can establish my own when I get there. And stay tuned. You want to subscribe because I'm going to do some live shoots. I'm going to do a lot of stuff. So yeah, I do my outside photography, but I'm also going to be doing a lot more um indoor studio work. Okay. Let's see. King Kruk. I never made a Facebook, Instagram, or X. I wonder if I should finally make an account. Instagram, I would say so, King Kruk. If you're gonna do one, Instagram for me would be the one out of the bunch. Um, for me, since I like making videos and sharing and stuff like that, um, YouTube is the number one for me. But I think for you, I think YouTube could be great. Instagram, excuse me. Drunk wedding photographer. My brand is too authentic for the wedding industry. You better watch yourself. Problem is, many people don't know themselves. That's a good point. I think because of social media, you're rushed to become some sort of personality before you understand who you are first. So I think you have a very good point there. If I mean, before social media became this huge thing, I had at least 5 to 10 years in already before I had to really truly understand all that we're doing when it comes to or how we've incorporated, excuse me, social media into our branding ourselves as a creative. I think if I can see how easy it is to get sucked into the trends of making quick 15-second content that just attracts you versus really deeply educates you and pushes you. I think the ultimately the best kind of educational content is going to be long form horizontal content. It is what it is. And I can tell you why, because the algorithm, it all started with 15 seconds. Anything more than 30 seconds, it's better be very good content when it's long form, right? I mean, when it's short form. Otherwise, keep it under 30 seconds. So it's training you to be like dumbing down your acceptance of what you call informational, educational content. It's really just feeding like your entertainment side of your brain. Quick, flash, boom, bang, boom, bang, and then rinse and repeat. And that to me is it waters down what we're trying to do in the first place, right? Like, let's be honest. And I get it. There's a time and a place. You'll catch me seeing a little clip, a comedian clip, or a Larry David or something on a reel. But the best part is when I watch it on HBO. Watch a full episode. Ken Kruk said, "Rob, you are cooking." Thank you, brother. There you go. I'm sizzling, cooking. Thank you very much, Ken Kruk. And Roy Bigsby says, rant is better out than keeping it in. You're absolutely right. And that's why I want to talk about this episode. And I believe another, who was it? Another subscriber, his name's Craig. He's like, Rob, this would be a great topic because I believe I asked the question, where do you guys see photography? Like what platform, what social media do you use for photography? And he brought that up, and that kind of inspired this topic. And then life happened, and I just wanted to rant. So there you go. Vic, we got Vic in the house. Thank you so much, brother. Really appreciate it. Good to see you. And another, he's the an admin of this channel. Okay, smash that like. Come on now. There you go. Thank you very much, Vic, for letting folks know. Smash that like. And then Daniel Rios says, I love that about your channel. You're so authentic and come off as very personable. Well, it's because I stutter and I'm always having like a brain fart. I'm like, what would I want to say? But no, I appreciate it very much. And that's the reason why I like going live, right? Like I don't want to edit this. This is it. Now, there's a time and a place when I like use my teleprompter. I'm trying to convey some details and don't want to miss something. All right, there's a time and place for everything. But this year, I know that if I want to hit my goal of one video every day, whether it be a short form or long form, I have to be as authentic and as me as possible. I just can't fake, overhype me, if you will, for how many days? That's 356 days. Yeah, I can't do that. Okay, I'm not that good. So with that said, I already have like videos ready to post. Yeah, you'll like my video tomorrow. I have a video tomorrow. And yeah, it's gonna be going down. Even on my trip, when I in February, I leave to go look for a new place. And even during then, I'm like, I'm gonna be going live. I may just be on my laptop though, so you're gonna have to put up with that. But I will be going live, and I still want to stay connected. We're gonna keep this train going. So I appreciate that, Daniel. I really do. We have John Ishii in the house. I love this. Now, thank you, John. Morning time. Take my old man meds. There you go, brother. Hey, I'm glad you're able to take them. Let's celebrate that. Okay. Thank you very much, John, for tuning in. And then Roy comes back and says, I'm hoping that a firmware update will fix the tiny ZR niggles. I heard about certain things. And then I heard about that stupid Z9 Mark II supposed rumor, whatever is going on. So, it's all over the place. I do hope they do. I'm sure they will, because that camera right now is really pushing Nikon like to the nth degree. So they got to fix it and fix it quick. Jay Watson 87. This is my first time catching one of your live streams. I too want a ZR, but I also want the 28 and 135 F4 to go with it. I'm getting into that. I'm getting that first. There you go, brother. Hey, man, shout out to you. All right. And I do want to say thank you very much, Jay, for tuning in and capturing a live stream. You already know, smash that bell icon so that you get what's it called? Notifications when I do go live. But don't worry, Jay. Every Thursday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time until I move, and then it'll be a little different. All right. But either way, 5 p.m., man, on Thursdays. Where am I? Goodness. Plays, it's affordable. Oh, okay. Excuse me. I missed that part. I thought about that lens a lot too because I've heard. Oh, okay. He's responding to Roy. There we go. Yeah, the 24 to 120 is a good one, 100%. F4 is fantastic. I'm gonna tell you that now. Hold on. Right there. All right, Jay Watson, right here. This is one of my favorite travel go-to lenses from Nikon. Okay. Awesome. Lightweight, sharp as heck, great coverage, 24 to 120. It's really, 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 really good. I think it's 77. Yeah, 77 millimeter filter thread. Excellent lens, whether you have it for a Z8, Z6 III, ZF, or the ZR. Like, this is just such a good lens just to have. Let's see. And it's only like $1,000, which, I mean, first world issue. I mean, I think it's affordable. When you're comparing it to average Nikon lenses. I feel like a creator on YouTube that doesn't use AI and is still real. And that's the thing, Malcolm. Absolutely. I think that's why I think those who create content for YouTube have a phenomenal ability to really leverage just being yourself. Like, this is where most people come to see creators that are themselves. And for all the warts, for all the bumps and bruises, like, that's why we tune in. Again, I can go through a long list of people that I follow and subscribe and watch regularly, and they're all so different. Not one of them are the same or, close to related. They may know each other, but they're also different. It's crazy. And that's why I enjoy it. And I think that's where I find strength for the future of my channel, for sure. Okay. John says, bro, where are you moving to? Out of the Bay Area? Yes, I'm leaving the Bay Area. Absolutely. More details later once I do it. But I'm definitely moving. I'm moving toward the Midwest. Okay. I'm getting out of here. Okay. That's just the way it goes right now, unfortunately. Markman, I want the 35-1-2 from Viltrox before they get banned. You already know, man. Oh boy. Hey, you know what though? Markman, that is literally the video I'm dropping tomorrow about Nikon's rumored suing Viltrox. So my video tomorrow, check it out tomorrow. I definitely have some opinions about it. And, business is business. What can you do? But I tell you one thing I won't be doing, updating my firmware. Hello. Okay. I got 5 Viltrox lenses I love using. So unless I know for sure I can still use them, I'm not updating a thing. Okay. There you go. Shout out to me. But that is rough though. It really is. Let's get to, looks like we're all caught up finally. Thank you everybody for the amazing input in my chat. In the meantime, make sure you like this video. All right. We got like 20 people in here. Let's smash that like if you don't mind. What else is there? let's get to the questions. I'm actually using this thing called the notes section of StreamYard. It's really cool. And um, it's a cool feature to allow me to keep my notes more in front of me versus on my phone. I'm looking here, looking there, looking everywhere. By the way, in case you're wondering, I'm using the Nikon Z6 Mark III, all right, for my streaming webcam. And I'm using the 7 Artisans 35 f 1.8 lens right now. And you know what? It's actually doing a pretty good job. Okay, let me see that. Boink, boink. Look at that. Pretty good, right? So shout out to the Nikon Z6 Mark III. And I have it at aperture 1.8 if you're curious about my little setup here. So 35 with the Z6 Mark III. And in my latest video, let me just show you real quick. It was on my media. I shared all of that. So if you want to go check out how I set up my Nikon cameras for webcamming, whether it be for virtual calls or whatnot, you go ahead. Oh, my bad. And check out this video right here. Boing. Okay. I walk you through the steps. I share my camera settings, everything. If you want to use your Nikon as a webcam for virtual calls and whatnot, boom, that's the video. I just posted it. I think it was Tuesday. And then now this one is about my quick little review of the magnetic filters. This is the 82 millimeter filter from Freewell. It's their M2 magnetic quick swap 2.0 filter system. It's really cool. I mean, it's really, really cool. And you go check that video out right now on my channel. And I'm only going to do, like, I'm being super selective this year with what I choose to review and show you all. I did that because guess what? Either photographers and videographers always need filters. All right. And one thing for me is I have plenty of filters. I actually didn't feel like talking about filters at all. But when I saw these and how quickly you can change and stack these filters magnetically, I was like, yo, this thing's pretty cool. And it could increase the speed of my workflow because I tend to work a lot by myself, running and gunning. I know it can help someone out there. So definitely if you're in the market for filters and you're shooting a lot more video and you need more ND, because the whole kit comes with ND filters, 3 ND filters, a polarizer, and a UV filter, right? You definitely want to check that video out. It's really, really a cool set of filters, okay? What else is there? They didn't pay me to mention it today. I'm just telling you it's a pretty cool set, all right? Let's see here. Of course, if you haven't already, okay, shame on you. You should go ahead and follow me on all the socials. That's right. The socials that I'm still on for now. Facebook, Instagram, Threads, and yes, I'm actually on TikTok. I don't know why. I don't dance. I don't pop lock. And you know, I don't know why I'm on it, but I'm on there. Okay. So go check me out on TikTok. I repost shorts from these videos on there and whatnot, but I'm there. Okay. I go live on TikTok once in a while and I'm like, I don't get it. I don't get TikTok. I'm an old man. I don't know what to tell you. I'm 46 years old. I don't get the TikTok, but you know, once in a while you'll see me post something. Okay. If you really want to connect with me, the best way, honestly, is on Instagram for sure. And here. Those are the two. Okay. And if you feel like you want to follow my page on Facebook, go for it. I am very responsive there. But those two platforms, Instagram and YouTube, that's it. That's all I care about. That's where I'm at. Okay, let's check out some of these here comments. Let's see, people gotta make sure. Say what's up. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, okay. See, there you go. All right. Well, Jay, see, yeah, I'm just saying I'm just telling you this is where it's at. I bought this lens. I bought the 24 to 120 lens here. When I bought the Nikon ZF, it paired so well with the ZF. I loved it. And that's, anyway, make me cry. I sold the ZF and I freaking So regret it. Um, and Jay says, I really value that you actually have this lens. Yeah, bro, I'm saying, man, like I will never get rid of this lens. I will never, I mean, I hate that it does that, right? But if you just want a tried and true, great performing, all around travel lens for sure, and you just need to bring one lens, this is it for me. But again, I don't do sports, I don't do birds and all this wildlife stuff. So I don't need 600 mil and everything. So for portraits and cool candid shots and travel photos, man, that thing's awesome. I'll put my name on that all day. Roy, influencers are more about selling their crap. Well, and you know what? What's ironic is I want to get away from doing too much of selling my crap, right? There is a thin line, Roy. Like we got bills to pay. Of course, I appreciate you supporting me and doing what you do, but it's like we're like, okay, how do we balance authenticity and keeping, like not being so commercial, but also, hey, I got bills to pay. You know what I mean? And so it's like finding a thin line. So my thing right now is if I'm going to talk about a product, a brand, a lens, etc., um, does it add value to you as a creator? My audience, does it add value? That's literally what I'm gonna because I get emails, at least 2 to 5 emails, especially at night, like from overseas brands, and they'll be like, "Hey, look at our stuff, look at our stuff. Come talk about our stuff, talk about our stuff." Then they talk about how much they love my channel, and I don't think they ever watched anything. But and the first thing I think is, does it and will it actually add any value to anybody who watches this? Right? Like, if not, I delete it. I delete the message. I don't even respond. Because if it doesn't add value for you guys, it's most certainly not going to add value to me. There's a book that I really love. It's called Seven Habits of Highly Effective People. Right? You guys are by Stephen Covey. It's a magnificent book, and there's a chapter called the win-win. Right? And that's the way I want. I'm moving forward with this channel, is that if you don't win, I won't win. You guys are first. You all are first ahead of me. Okay. Um, so if I'm looking at a product and they're even trying to pay, I've rejected stuff people tried to pay me for to review. I'm like, it does nothing for you guys. Like, I mean, I need money, but not like that. Okay. Like it's got to add value. And you guys, like Roy's going to call me out, I'm sure. Anyway, John Ishii says, Midwest, yikes. Yeah, bro. If wait, John, wait until I show you. I'm telling you, man, I've been doing a lot of research, The economics is looking real good. I'll be there in about 10 days to look at some places, etc. I'll keep you posted, John. John says, "Uh-oh, I bought a Nikon 300 f4. Oh, shoot, PF yesterday. Wow, I love it. Got it for 800 bones. Not cheap, but I love it on my Z's. That's what's up." And you know what? And half the time, that's what it's about. That's what it's about. It's like, do you love it? Do you love it? We can't lose sight. And I'm speaking more to the younger photographers, the emerging photographers. Can't lose sight of that passionate part, because that's what truly is the foundation for that eye. When I remember when I started to hit a stride in my photography, when people were like, kept saying, "Wow, you really have an eye for this." And that to me was like the best compliment, because that means I was really defining my approach and they were seeing it. That was awesome. We can't lose that because of the social media. We can't lose it because of all this AI and worrying about all that. Okay. Stay true to that mission, and AI will never replace you ever, ever, ever. Okay. But yeah, there you go, John. I can't wait. 300. One day I'll get a nice fat long prime, like a 300 or a 600 or something, just to see. But I just would never use it. I'm gonna tell you, like, I don't ever had a need to really shoot more than a 200 mil. You know. Um, and then Roy says, John, all the Nikkor 300 lenses have always been outstanding and underestimated. Shout out to that response. Malcolm, I found a guy selling the A10 Mini last week and got it for 150 bones. Now I don't have any cameras to hook it up with. Uh-oh. But got a big itch to get on live and have multiple angles. Dude, Malcolm, and that's why I love the A10. I talked about it in my video to, turn your Nikon into a webcam. And I use the A10. I absolutely love it. Now, granted, you could get a cheaper caption card. I have one. It's the Elgato Cam Link 4K. And it's literally only $90. It's fantastic, works for every camera. But I like the A10 because when I do want to talk about a product, I can turn on my second cam, and while streaming, just click that button, baby. It's so cool to have multiple cameras. I do like that option. Daniel comes back to that. I live in Orlando. I'm considering moving. How do you decide where to move, considering whether it would be good destination opportunity for photography? Now that is honestly, Daniel Rios, that is a magnificent question. I'm not gonna lie, because I thought long and hard about that. Now, first is, are you single or are you with somebody, right? Because that really is a big influence. Let's not act like you're gonna do it by yourself. But if you're by yourself, here's my thing. Like, I'll put it simply. What helps me is, like, being that everything is social media, and really you could reach out to agencies, you could reach out to potential clients, excuse me, with a click of a button now, right? Whether it be through Instagram messaging or an email and all these things. So you're not really as far from the action as you were 20 years ago. So wipe that off your brow, right? You don't need to be in Miami to get action from Miami anymore. You go and swim week, do your business, and get the heck out of Dodge. Me, it's about, how do I minimize my monthly expenses, the monthly stressors in my life, right? How do I do that? If it means living one state away or 2 states away, so be it. It is what it is. My objective is to live that my monthly expenses are so low. My credit card debt it doesn't even exist. So, like, keep everything low. I'm with somebody who has the same mentality. Keep everything low. So therefore, wherever we go, and if we win, it's a bigger benefit, it's a bigger return on such a said investment. I'm moving to toward the Midwest. That's really actually kind of close to, like, I'm looking at like Michigan, right? And that means I can drive to Jersey in 9 hours, or Manhattan, same thing, 9 hours. I could fly there in 2 hours. I could fly to Atlanta in 3 hours, or no, 2.5 hours, 3 hours to Miami. So, like, I can still hit all these big metropolitan areas. I'm right around the corner from Chicago. I could still go to Vegas and everything else I need to go for gigs or whatever I'm doing. So I'm still centrally located, but I'd be saving about 30 to 40% monthly expenses just from moving. Because to me, work is not just to be able to survive. Like, that is crazy. That's a rat race. You'll never be able to relax and really discover that passion, that fire, that eye in your photography if you're busy fucking worrying about rent and everything else. Like, that's crazy to waste so many hours and days of your life. I'd rather minimize my expenses, so you take care of your necessities, and then you have time to, like, enjoy this craft, rather whether it makes you money or not. Who gives a shit? Just create the way you want to create, learn the way you want to learn. You can't do that when you're under such deep financial pressure. And I'm not saying but I could say living in the San Francisco Bay Area, it's pretty heavy. If you live in New York, I know you feel me. And that's not the way I want to go out in this world. I want to go out, like, enjoying and giving it my best. And my best means to be sensible as well. My best means, like, hey, if it means my best is over there, I'm going to go over there. So that's just, I'm sorry, that's a long-winded answer, Daniel Rios, but I hope you understood what the heck I was trying to say. All right. Roy says, I only use 2 filters these days, CPL and protective. I don't need an ND. You're right. He said, I don't need an ND for video. Okay, well, see, that's the thing. But if you do shoot video, you're a hybrid shooter, you already know. Okay, but I understand where you're coming from. Photojournalist. Excuse me, John Ishii. You're right, Roy. I started to forget about those old Nikkor F mounts. So many nice ones out there. Yeah, there's so. I mean, glasses. We all know, glass is glass, right? You have good glass, it goes great. I used to have that 105 f 1.4 prime. The only reason why I gave it up is because the autofocus was not nearly as snappy, even with an adapter to my Z camera. So I was like, oh, I can't do it anymore. I got fed up. Johnny, she says, I noticed the young kids are looking for D80s, D200, and D800s. Go figure. I know. Wow. That is, and lucky them, because the prices are ridiculous. The prices are ridiculous. Okay, Daniel. All right. So you're married, you said. Okay. In that case, you got to talk to your partner. Say, okay, what are the pros and cons? What's her economic condition like? Myself with my lady, we both work from home pretty much. So like, getting up and going isn't as difficult for us, right? Because of that. Otherwise, if that was a thing, maybe we wouldn't have moved. Maybe we would have moved to a different part of the state versus where we're at right now. So so it starts with a real honest conversation with her, with that idea, and then looking at it financially, saying, okay, let's really look at it financially. Let's not take our emotion out of this and see, does the math, does it add up? Boom. Wow. We go save 1,500. And what are we losing? Then you look at what you're losing. Well, of course, community, etc. She knows people there. I don't, but I have my work and I love what I do, and I'll find somebody to hang out with. But it starts there, brother. You know, if you're married, you know that conversation starts at home and being honest, right? And make sure you win. Make sure that she wins. Make sure, yeah, that's the other thing. Like, can this really help us out? It's a us movement. That's what I did. This wasn't like, I want to do this. Are you with me? No, it's like, hey, how does it sound if we did this? Would it really work out for us? You know? Anyway, I got, oh man, I'm so sorry. Sayers RLP planning a vacation to Malaysia to take photos of the Petron, Petronas Towers. Man, I am jacking up things. I'm sorry, guys. Shame on me. What's your advice for taking photos of very tall buildings? Well, it depends. First of all, what is the distance between you and that tall building? But in general, you want something wide. I would, do you shoot a Nikon? Let me know that. Do you shoot a Nikon? If you shoot a Nikon, I may actually tell you to go check this lens out right here that I was telling everybody else about. All right. It's this lens right here. If you shoot Nikon Z, this would be I would bring this lens to Malaysia. 24 to 120 f4 lens. Gosh, I guess this is the lens of the week. It's a great all-around lens. It's not heavy. You have great range. 24 is a pretty decent wide everyday angle or focal length, excuse me. So I think you'd be very safe there. If you want to go really, really dramatic, here, I got a lens for you. Hold on. Hold on. All right. Now, RLP, this lens right here. If you want a super wide, very affordable, super wide lens, check this one out right there. 16 mil f 1.8 lens. This thing right here would be great. What's nice is It's a 77 millimeter filter thread. So if you took like these two lenses, you would be golden right here. Like seriously, these two lenses, 16 mil prime f 1.8 and the 24 to 120 f4, great for every day. And then this is a super wide at 16 mil. Oh yeah, you're golden for tall buildings, tall structures, etc. Super wide shot, and it's very affordable. I think it's like $500, five something. It's a great lens made out of metal, Viltrox. Excellent. I love this lens. Okay. So those two would be the ones I would bring. What do we got here? Okay, I'm gonna mess this one. Roy Chandra 2823. Which is the best on-camera flash for beginners? Dang, it seems like I got all the answers today. No, I don't have the answers. Honestly, 2823. 2823. Listen up right here. I'm going to show you right now, okay? And let me get my drum roll. There we go, right there. Okay, this right here I would recommend. If you want to flash for beginners, this is a nice one. V100. Okay, it's 100 watt speed light. What's good is that you'll at least be able to get on camera flash and off camera flash work with this, and it works wirelessly with the Godox trigger. Okay, that's one. The other one would be the AD200. If that's your first flash, I think an AD200 would be nice because it's 200 watts instead of 100 watts. It's all off camera. You can't put that one on the camera, but it gives you twice as much power. Both are TTL, both are high speed sync, and both work wirelessly with the Godox wireless trigger. Okay. So V100 or the AD200 Pro Mark II. All right. Those what I would recommend personally, not knowing what you want to do. I'm just going to say those two. Roy comes back. I'd have a girlfriend, except that my wife won't let me have one. Uh-oh. There you go. And Malcolm says, I just sold an old digital 8mm camera. I had to add to a young kid who said kids now want those old cameras and hook them up to external recorder and use them old camera systems. Yeah, man. I mean, what was that camera that they had? What is it, like a Super 8 that on Petapixel they reviewed? It was like a camcorder looking thing, and it only records like 15 seconds of video. You know, that's what people like. Me never. Don't want it. Don't want it. You know, I don't want it. But some people love it. So if you like it, I love it. There you go. You know, Rob Davidson 993. What will happen to National League football once Islam takes over? Well, I have no clue, brother. Let me tell you right now. I'm probably one of the only like rare Americans that I wouldn't know what's going on in football at all. Okay, whether it be for NFL. I barely watch. You know, I was the one brother that they thought they were going to pick a winner. You know, when I was a kid playing basketball and football, I was like, yeah, you picked the wrong one, man. You thought you were getting the brother on your team. You lost. Okay. I was like, I could be the manager of this team. I'm good at that. But no, Brad, I don't know what's going on with football, whether it be soccer or NFL. Okay. Shoot, if you guys knew what I do, like I don't what sports am I into? I'm into like fighting, and like I did wrestling when I was in high school. You know, that was my thing. I did wrestling in business classes. Like I was a nerd. John Ishii says Malaysia that I'm now been here 30 years. Oh yeah, go check him out. Who said Malaysia? Let me go back up there. Oh yeah, there you go. RLP, go inbox John Ishii. Okay, photojournalist right here. He'll hook you up, at least give you the lowdown. Photojournalist. Oh, use an iPhone. Okay, you know what? That's actually not a bad. That's not a bad response right there. Okay. The new iPhones. I'm always impressed with. I have the iPhone 17 Pro, and I'm like, damn, that thing's great. All right. If I just need some B-roll and a pinch, I could do it. That's pretty. iPhones are pretty good. Okay. Oh, okay. We got 2823 coming back in saying, let me take a screenshot. Copy that. Okay, go for it. And Roy says, the trick to using ultra wide is keep the level where keep the level where possible. I couldn't agree more. And one thing I don't like doing a whole lot with ultra wides is shooting wide open, unless it's like Astro, which I don't do. So. And then Johnny says, Godox. Yes, the Godox. That's right. Where did my Godox? Hey, John, tell them how I pronounce it, okay? They're like, stupid Americans. Anyway, so here you go. Right there. V100. It's a great, I really like this flash. So if I needed something running gun and some power, I would use this thing. Good battery life. And you get to, look at that. We'll charge that bad boy right there. And you can, right there, charge it via USB-C. That's pretty cool. Anyway, moving right along. 2823 comes back. I do portraits and food photography. Okay, 8200 Pro Mark II would be a great. Okay, hold on. You guys are killing me. You're killing me, Smalls. Hold on. All right, here we go. Like this. 2823, right here. Right here. Okay. 8200. It comes with a strobe flat head and this bulb, obviously. If you want some more intensity for the portraits, boom. If you want food photography, I'd switch it to the strobe part. But what's good is you could get an adapter for like $20 and you could use this inside of a softbox. You get a Bowens S-mount adapter, use it in there. So Godox 8200, I love this flash. Super powerful, TTL, high-speed sync, great for portraits. I use it all the time. I'm actually about to use it on I was going to use it on Saturday. I'm using a different flash, but I was going to use it. But this thing is great, man. It's powerful, great battery life. 8200, baby. So that's what I recommend right there. And that is for Rohit Chandra 2823. That's the flash, brother. Roy says, Godox. Hold on, let me get this off. He said Godox 8200 is also good enough for studio work. Absolutely. And get the Pro Mark II. The Pro Mark II has an updated interface. So you see this old school interface? The Pro Mark II is all touch screen and it's nice and colored, LED, or not LED, but yeah, it's LED, whatever it is, but it's really nice. All right. I have the original. That's why it's old and it's kind of cracked because I dropped it, but it keeps going. Let's see. Elliot James, are you a sadist? I don't think I'm a sadist. Statist? What? I don't think I am. I don't think so. I'm not sure. And then Roy says, smartphones are for dumb photographers. Take the fun out of it. Yeah, yes and no, right? So like sometimes you don't always have your camera on you, right? Sometimes you just don't. So I think in the right hands, it's a great tool. I personally like using the standard and the Zoom, the X2, which is like a 50 mil. Those are like my two favorite ones. The standard is more like a 24-ish or 27 mil, and then I use the 50 mil. So, I think yes and no. Yeah, I think it can be a clever tool. And a lot of times on social media, they don't know. It is what it is. 5068. It looks like you own a studio. Oh shoot, man! This is a room. This is just a room, brother. This is it. This is it. This is it. This is just a fancy old room that I make sure I took time to light up correctly or the way I wanted it, and I do what I do. These two lights that are right here. Let me see. There we go. Those two lights back there are controlled via an app. They're controlled via an app, and like I just have fun. So I get these light bulbs that you control the colors. So that's all it is. I can make it do all sorts of colors and stuff like that. Kind of like the aperture bulbs, and just have fun. Nothing serious. But thank you very much, Marion. Thank you very much. Uh-oh. Here's John again. The Godox. Exactly. Godox. Hey, it's Godox for me, brother. Hey, once they sponsor me, then I'll call it Godox all they want. All they need. All right. Roy says the 8200 with bare bulb and reflector is my go-to strobe. And that, you know what? I actually use it with I use it with a softbox myself, but it works really well. I love that 8200. And Malcolm says, hey, Roy, I'm on iPhoneographer right now. And then Roy says, I'd rather have a handful of 8200 strobes than a single pro photo for the same price. Yeah, I just don't see. I think the one huge advantage for pro photo is consistency and recycle time, like consistency in the temperature of the lighting and recycle time. Most people don't need that. If you do like maybe high-end commercial work, perhaps, but most importantly, action, stuff like that. But I never needed the need and it never hindered me using a Godox or Godox. Okay. Jay Watson said, I've got some clutch shots with my phone when I didn't have my camera. It's not my main tool, but it's like a pocket knife. Good to have when you need it. 100% right. And when I upgraded from the 14 to the 17, my mind was like, it was crazy because the quality is way better. The low light performance is better. The stabilization is crazy good. And you can now do Apple ProRes. Like, that's awesome. And shoot raw photos. So let's be honest, you could get some damage done with that iPhone. That's just my opinion. Rohit Chandra 2823, for reals, which are the best continuous lights for indoor, outdoor, easy to carry? Oh, geez. Now see, you're adding a lot of variables in there that almost like, how can you say it's like oxymorons? It's like indoor, outdoor, easy to carry. Well, the easy to carry may not be necessarily great for outdoor, but I'll give you something. It would have to be here's something that I think would be good for you all around. Okay. Damn it, what is it called? It's called go. Give me a second. Small rig 61. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Now let me just share this tab. All right. So Rohit Chandra 2823. Here's the one I would recommend. If you're doing video, continuous lights for indoor, outdoor, easy to carry, because of the easy to carry part, this is the one I would recommend. Small rig. It's a 60-watt circuit on board LED light. Okay. There's a built-in battery in here. You could charge it via USB-C. So you can hand hold this with the little handle there for outdoor, or put it on a average photography light stand, and gives you up to 60 watts. All right. And there you go. It's bi-color, as you can see. True color rendition, blah, blah, blah. All right. And there you go. You can see how he's indoor right there, outdoor with this in your hand or your assistant. This would be the one I would recommend. Okay. I've seen it in action. Looks really cool. Looks really good. I would do this. 45 minutes of continuous time, I think, at full power. So if you don't shoot at full power, you're looking pretty good. Okay. So that's what I would recommend right there. I hope that helped. Roy says LED lighting is good for video, but not for still so much. No, it isn't, unless you have a 600 watt, a 1200 watt, otherwise you're going to be shooting wide open, for sure, to get some dang light in there. So I would say a 600 watt, 300 you can get away with too. It all depends on the environment and stuff like that. Me personally, I'm going strobes every time, because the other thing the strobes do, besides just expose your subject well, it freezes them really well and easily. Okay. There have been times where I thought I took a good photo using LED. I pinch in and there's some motion blur. So that's the other thing that people forget. It's not just about the lighting. It's also the benefit of freezing the subject with a strobe. So, but I've used LED for lighting plenty of times. It's just, you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them. You got to know how to use the tool. So not a complete no. It's just saying, like, there are limitations. King Krug says, Rob, what printer are you using for your photography? I honestly go to a local camera store. I go to Mike's Camera here in California, and I have them printed out, because the person that I know that does the printing specifically, he's been doing it for so long. He knows exactly how to get the best colors out of my photos. And honestly, I don't, trust me to know how to do it. And then that's who I got all my photos printed from. Let me go back to that screen. If you can see all my photos right there, let me see, guys. Whoops. Let's see if my desk will go up. Uh-oh. 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 All right, let's see. We're going up. We're going up. We're going up. Nothing's happening yet. All right, there we go. Look at that. Damn, my desk goes up high. All right. I have one of those motor desks. This is actually pretty cool, guys. Hey, I might do stream standing up. What do you think? Should I stream standing up? This actually feels better in my back. So as you can see the photos back there, all those were printed at Mike's Camera by one particular person in general that I trust, and he does a phenomenal. They do a great job there. Okay. So I'm sorry I don't use any printer. Roy says any strobe or flash is going to have more accurate color than LED. Boom. Yeah, that's another thing. I didn't even think of that, Roy. That's a great point. It's a great point. Abolish the. Oh, thank you, Abolish. Thank you. I didn't know that my sink is not sinking. That stinks. Okay. Let me just double check my YouTube. See what the hell's going on the back end. I appreciate that, Abolish. Let me check my feed. Check my feed. What is going on with my feed? Let's check. All right, I'm checking my feed now. And let me see what's working for me right now. See, strength. It says my strength is excellent. And I'm not 100% sure why it's doing that. It is what it is, my man. I'm not sure. I do apologize for that. But it says my strength is excellent. excellent. Yeah, muy caliente. I don't know. So sorry about that, Abolish. Roy says, I have a bunch of Godox 8600 strobes for outdoors. That's what I love using. But if I'm recommending someone who's just getting started to flash and everything, I want to keep the cost low so that they can enjoy like honest learning the process versus getting a strobe that's too much for them too quick, right? But yeah, I love the 8600, but the weight, honestly, like if I was to get another flash, like a good strobe, I'd probably do the 8400, right? Or the 8300 Pro Mark twos that just came out. I'd probably look at that just because I like portability. Like I do want a smaller footprint when I'm out shooting, but I still want those. Still want the ability of TTL, high speed sync, and to overcome most ambient light. Um, let's see. Rohit Chandra 2823. I am building my portfolio. Any tips or websites to display them? Well, I personally use Pixpa. Okay. Let me go over here. Okay. Let's go to this is the site I use. All right. You can get a discount to them if you click the link in my description. But here they are right here. I use these guys for two of my websites. Okay. And they have beautiful templates. It looks really, really nice. This is who I use, Pixpa, pixpa.com. And if you click the link in my description, there's a discount there. And let me show you my website right here. So you can see my website. I think it looks great. Shout out to me. All right. But you see all my work here and my YouTube videos, and there's me right there when I do want to put on a nice suit jacket and whatnot. And there's some more of my work. I think this web host is great. Here's my portfolio. If you want to look at my portraits, fashion, editorials, etc., etc. Okay. You go ahead and do so. And here's what, like, if you had your gallery, is what it could look like. Here's my gallery page, and you can see all my work here. Okay. So I use Pixpa, Pixpa.com. And I get the 2-year package every time. I have them for two of my websites. All right. King Kruk, is there still a California exodus? I wonder where people are going. A lot of people went to Texas, quite honestly, like from California. Went to Texas, Nevada, Arizona. Those are the top 3 that I've heard in my circle of people who left here. Personally, I'm going closer toward the East Coast. My father's back in New York. I grew up in New York, so being a little closer to him is good for me. I'm not afraid of snow. I'm okay with it, quite honestly, at least for now. And I love the cost of living is way lower. Let's see. Where did that question? Oh, there he goes. Malcolm comes back and says, is anyone else watching having audio video sync loss on the stream, or is it just me? I had to roll back there 3 minutes to keep it going uninterrupted. Now that I'm sorry. Sorry, Malcolm. I'm not sure what's going on with the stream. I personally aren't having any issues. It says right here. Look, let me show you guys. You guys think I'm lying. All right, so here's my back end, right? Here's my back end. And it's saying everything is good to go. Okay, so here's my stuff. And then like stream is excellent. Stream is excellent. Okay. Oh, there's Roy. But it says my stream is excellent. I don't get it. I don't know. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. Let's go back here and go back here. I don't know what to tell you. That is annoying, and I apologize. But do remember, like as I stream, I'm streaming from my camera to StreamYard, and then from StreamYard to YouTube. Boom. Okay. Let me check one more thing. Let me check one more thing. Um Let me see this other one. Stream. Yeah, they both say stream is healthy. Stream health is excellent. I'm not sure what it is. I'm driving me nuts. Okay. And then we also have NYC Effects is in the house from New York City. Dope. Hey, thanks for tuning in. I think last time you caught me on the replay. So thank you very much. Let me put these lenses. Anyway, standing up isn't that bad for this stream. This is kind of cool. I kind of dig it. I'm actually liking it a lot. All right. So, quick question. Let me ask you guys, where do you got, like, what social media platforms do you guys use? I'm curious. What social media platforms, put this in the chat for me, please. What social media platforms do you use? Okay. I'm curious. I'm telling you, tea there's just something about tea that just really hits the right way. I'm trying to get off of coffee so much. I've been drinking like 2 or 3 cups a day, and I've been getting jitters and everything. Like tea has been such a great substitute. Woo. Getting the herbals, some real herbals. The over caffeinated thing can really get to me. It drives me nuts. But this tea feels great. It really does. Let's see here. Do we have anything? No, it looks like, oh my goodness. I hope my stream is not disrupting. Is it stuttering still? Is my stream still stuttering? Let me know. I may have to get off and figure this thing out. Boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. Okay. Anyway. All right. Now, with all that said, we are hitting the tail end here. You already know what time that means. It means I need to wrap this thing up. I have a thing called dinner to get to, okay? Gentle worms, all right? What is it called? Ladybugs and gentle worms, I gotta get some dinner. Oh, Matthew, awesome. Welcome to the show. And Rohit Chandra's, he's getting Donald Trump on me. He says, Donald Trump wants to conquer Greenland, and it's true. It's all over the. Yeah. Okay. So you use Instagram. I can't worry about that. I can't worry about Donald Trump. It's. I can't believe we have 3 more longer years, and I don't even want to go there. I'm just saying it. I'm gonna just keep it photography on this thing. Okay. But Instagram and Snapchat. Okay, shoot, I haven't had Snapchat on my phone in forever. That's a long time. John H says, yeah, for sure. My hood is Seattle. It was getting down right scary. Yeah, well, I could go on a long rant about that as well. And so it is over here. So Seattle, San Francisco area. San Francisco definitely cleaned up. Like when they got their new mayor, he started handling some business. So I have to give him credit. Okay, Malcolm, YouTube and Facebook. Okay. I didn't know that. That's awesome. I thought I was the only one on Facebook. So that's cool. Let me see everybody else's. John, what platform do you use? Let me see. I want to see what platform he uses. King Kruk too. I'm curious about you too. What platform? What social platform do you use? Let me know, everybody. Post them down below. In the meantime, make sure you go ahead and smash that like, you share, and you subscribe, and most importantly, hit the bell icon. All right, don't be cheap. It's free 99 to smash that like. And if you enjoy this kind of content, you should already know you should be supporting this channel. And one of the best ways you could do it, besides subscribing and smashing that like, is becoming a member of this channel. It's literally only like $2.99 a month. I think it's $3.99 because Google's got to get their money, a month, and it really helps to support this channel and help me keep going. John's like, old man platform. Hey, I'm right there with you, brother. I am on Facebook too. So I'm just saying, like, no shade. I'm there with you. That's where I keep up with all my like old people my age. I'll be quite honest. Not yeah, people my age, like that I graduated from high school with, or just want to catch up, message, etc. Facebook is like the guaranteed place I can do that. They're slowly getting into like the Instagram, just as much, but Facebook is the most reliable place for people my age. I'll say 40s and up. Okay, King Kruk, you're on YouTube only. Dang. That's what's up. No wonder I haven't seen you reach out to me anywhere else. I was wondering. I was like, dang, he never inboxes me on Instagram or nothing. Doesn't DM me. But that's probably why. Oh, I'm trying to learn social media and streaming from you. Oh, shoot, brother. Hey, King Krug, all you got to do is turn on your camera and start the jabber drawing. I used to be so petrified at making videos. Like, my channel is like 10 years old, but I only start going super hard. Like, I want to say 2021, 22-ish time is when I start to go really serious, like trying to do more. And I've been going super hard the past 2 years. So quite honestly, it's just rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. As you guys, if you guys look at my channel, there's been plenty of times I'll make a video, it bombs. It'll do like, I don't know, 200 views. And another one might do 1,500, right? Another one might do 6,000. The next one does 100. It is what it is. The most important part is you just doing it. Just, King Kruk, if you're serious and you really want to get into YouTube, just make the fucking video. Your iPhone's good enough. The lighting is most important. It's not your phone or the camera you use. It's that lighting and a good mic. And that's it. And just start talking. I'm trying to learn to, NYC Effects, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. That's, you know what's funny about that list? It's very similar to mine. Like, those are the three that I use regularly. And when I deleted Twitter, I have yet to have missed it. It is what it is. I deleted Twitter. I'm done with it. I had it for years, and it doesn't benefit me, my mental health, and certainly it's not like I'm reaching most of you out there. No, I haven't. I connected with one of my subscribers on X. Everything else has just been negative news and drama and hate. Life is too quick, man. There's so many awesome things in life that, like, I'd rather spend time trying to obtain, like traveling and experiencing things and new cultures and stuff like that. I just don't want to waste my time with negativity, man. I could be negative on my own. You know what I mean? King Kruk, how do you get over the initial stutters? Honestly, I mean, I still stutter, as you guys can. I'm sure you heard me a few times. I have my little brain farts or whatever. Just do it. Just do it. The more you do it, the easier it gets. I'm so serious. The more you do it, it sounds so cliche and it sounds like too obvious of an answer and too simple, but it really is just that. The more you do it, the better you get. It's all about the micro improvements that you make from the last video. Okay, bet I messed up there, so I'm gonna, okay, next time I won't do that. And what I do is, even when my videos bomb, right, or don't get the views I want, I keep them up. I don't care. You know why? Because I want to see a trail of my work that I put in. I want to see progress. Damn, you know what? I was okay. So let me see what could I have done better. Maybe it was a topic. Maybe it was X, Y, and Z. And I want it to be a reminder that, okay, I can do better. I need to improve. How can I get there? I don't want to only post the videos that do well, right? And sometimes the ones that don't do well is the ones you put the most effort in, or sometimes the videos I do the least effort, you all like. It's crazy. I'll be damned. But just do it, man. It's so cliche, but just fucking do it. Like my buddy Derek, right? I'm like, bro, you have so much passion about Fuji. Start a channel and just talk. We would talk for 1, 2, or 3 hours. I'm like, dude, this could have been such a great video. And I'm like, you could have done it. Just do it, man. So one quick, here's a good technical way to get over initial stutters. Write a script, get a teleprompter. I have a, where the hell is my teleprompter is somewhere around here. So half my videos I use with teleprompter just so because there's a lot of technical things I don't want to miss. So I'm like, hey, la, 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 la. But then a lot of times I just press like the video I'm posting tomorrow. I just press record right on this camera and just said, screw it. Here we go. Now, granted, you get way more winded with those kind of videos, those talking head videos, but it comes off way more natural, organic, more you. And I want you guys to like know me, not just a very corporate, like structured teleprompter version. And it's still me, but it's like, this is me, like right here. Like if you meet me in person, this is kind of who I am. And I'd rather you guys see that. So just turn it on and press record, King Kruk. You good. You always have great input when you comment on my live streams. So bring that input. Like if you have a topic and you had a comment, that comment could turn into a topic for a video. And then just record, post, screw it. It is what it is. So I think there's this new YouTuber I just started following. He only has like a few hundred subs, photographer dude. And literally all he does is he just turns on the camera and starts talking. No graphics, nothing. It's like straight up. But his topics are intriguing because they're so real and so honest that I'm like, okay, yeah, I feel you, bro. Like I feel you. It's real. It's so real. And that's what will outperform any graphics any time of the day is just being yourself. So King Kruk, do you, bro? Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, geez, look at that. YouTube. Da, 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 da. Wow, I'm sorry. I'm sitting here ranting too much. Yes, Johnny, just do it. I'm almost to 5,000 subs. And I only do ancient cameras most of the time. 0 production cost. There you go. Exactly. And make sure you go follow Johnny Ishii right there, photojournalist 123. And yeah, exactly. When in doubt, make it up. Hello. And Johnny Ishii says, I got 300 subs in one day when it was a toxic video. I deposited a nice check from YouTube. Hello.
It's all fake news.
Oh, no, it's not fake news. I'm sorry. There you go. That's why I want to give Johnny Ishii a fan of, what was that? A Mario coin. And NYC Effects, never delete videos. It will mess up your algorithm. That's a good point there too. I didn't know that, but I don't delete them anyway. It is what it is. I put in the work. I'd rather have a history of a long body of work and say, man, he's been doing his thing. So when I get to 100K one day, say, man, Robert earned that. He earned that. So I'd rather that, for good or for worse. It is what it is. And Malcolm's like, he's saying, going live helped me a lot, getting better a lot, talking to the camera. It's a hard thing to get used to, but it kept at it and get good at editing out the uhs and the ins and the uns and the uns. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You get to edit that out for sure. Okay. The video I did tomorrow was straight off the brain. I was just like, what? And it's my reaction to Nikon suing Viltrox. And I was like, screw it. I knew what I wanted to talk about. I knew I'd have plenty to say about Nikon suing Viltrox, my 2 favorite brands right now. And I'm like, record, let's go. Because it's better to get it out, my reaction or whatever I would want to say and share it to all of you, than sit here and overproduce it. That's the worst. King Kruk says, I see you, John and Mr. Wu have a high level confidence. There you go. Exactly. That too. And he says, thank you, King Kruk, by the way. All right. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So you see, Malcolm Walker has a great channel. If you want to learn anything or just talk Sony, he's fantastic at it. Really, really good at it. John Ishii's going to give you the good old rants about the OG cameras. I'm here doing what I do, which is I'm not sure, but you let me know. And we got a community of people that you can watch, follow, and be inspired by to start your content, King Kruk. And when you do, man, you better message me, email me, whatever. I want to be among the first to subscribe to you. I want to be among the first, brother. John Ishii says, where is he at? There we go. Whatever you do, don't quit your day job. Trying to make a living off of YouTube is dangerous. Yes, it is. It is until you get there, right? I know a couple of YouTubers, like, and until you're doing, like, I would say around 300,000 views a month or more, or something like that, you're going to bring in something decent for sure. But I'm not sure what your living expenses are. That's a whole nother question there too. I mean, a whole nother conversation. Will do. There you go, brother. Yeah, keep me posted. I seriously want to help support you with that. And if you ever need like guests or whatever, you can hit me up and I'll be a guest, on your live streams. And that goes for you too, John. And of course, Malcolm already knows. Malcolm comes back and says, I make about $300 to $400 a year from YouTube. Shout out to you. Okay. I'm not going to say what I do because, I'm private. Out of $300 to $400 a year, I think you could easily 10x that once you get consistent, Malcolm. If you're consistent, you get way more than that in a year. Anyway, consistency is like one of the best weapons when starting a YouTube channel. Consistency every time. Like those that seems to be the common denominator between all the channels that I've seen have been really highly successful to the point where they could quit their day job. It's that they're stupid consistent, like super consistent. Okay. Oh, there you go, John, letting us know your paperwork, $130 a month. There you go. But you see, and you know what? That adds up to a lens, BKH3218. I appreciate your show very much. Very good information. There you go. I think BKH, Donald Trump has something to say on my behalf. Okay. Make sure you're listening.
Thank you very much.
There you go. He says, thank you very much for that compliment. Thank you. I really appreciate it. But I really do. I try to keep it as entertaining. But you know what, guys? I'm actually at the tail end. I have to get off now for real, because I need to eat some dinner. Okay. It's been how long has it been? Almost 2 hours. Okay. So let me kick on the music. Yeah, you already know when I kick on this music, you know what this means? It means I need to settle back and roll this thing out. Okay. I need to shut down, what do you call it? Batten down the hatches. Okay. So on the way out, please make sure you go ahead, like, share, subscribe to my channel, please. And thank you very much. And hit the bell icon so you get notification for upcoming content. I have a new video dropping tomorrow. You definitely will want to check that out. I'll be going live this weekend. I think at least 2 times I'll be going live. So you better subscribe so that you know when I go live during my photo shoots. All right. One of the best ways to support this channel is by becoming a member. Okay. Press that join button down below. Become a member today. It really helps me to make sure that I can keep continuing creating great content for all of you out there. All right. So, awesome. Yes. Thank you very much, John Ishii. I really appreciate that. With all of that said, let me get to my media stuff here. Of course, next Thursday, you already know, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for another episode of Let's Talk Photography. Until next time, keep shooting and stay creative. Thank you for watching, everybody.